Meg Photography, and I have a treat for you today. I'm going to take you from an idea, a concept, and take you through a still life photo shoot in my own home. And then I'm going to show you in Photoshop, in Lightroom, how I work and create the final product. And to start off with concept, I like to go to one of my favorite stores. It could be like Hobby Lobby, Michael's, World Market, Pier 1. They have all kinds of neat props, things to decorate your home with. Anything with some really cool home decor. And I found this neat little globe at World Market. And originally it was a really dark brown. And so I didn't want that, so I had some robin egg blue paint. It's a latex paint from Sherwin-Williams had already bought. And I painted that on the outside and the inside. And then I took a piece of steel wool and scraped on it. And so you can see lots of fun texture. Love texture. So then I knew when I saw this that I wanted to put some flowers inside of it. I love flowers. I'll never stop photographing flowers. And so I went to Hobby Lobby. And I think I spent an hour there. I just couldn't find what I wanted. And also, I already know I've got a metal chair I'm going to show you in a little bit. I found in an antique store. I'm kind of into metal right now. I love wood, but I really enjoy metal and all the rusty marks and the scratches that you can get on those surfaces. And then I've got a kind of a whitewashed wood background. So those are really neutral colors. The metal chair is just a gray metal color with the seat is painted white. And so I got this robin's egg blue and the whitewashed wood background. So I've got kind of a neutral foundation, which is what I like. I love neutrals and muted tones. And I thought it might be nice to have a pop of color in here. So anyway, I didn't find what I wanted at Hobby Lobby, and usually I do. They have some of the best assortment of flowers, so many different sizes and colors. So then I went to Michael's as a last resort, and I spent another hour there, I think, and I was almost just about to give up. You know, I've got to get home and start doing this photo shoot, and I turned a corner, and I found something I really like. I found these. This is lavender, just a lavender ball. And you've got the leaves are a wonderful sage green color. And the lavender, I don't know what it looks like on your screen, but it really is a nice purple, a mauve purple. And I got 3 of them, and I'm going to put them inside here, and we're going to see what happens. And one of the ways that I have learned to approach still life photography is I have learned that less is more. And I find it a challenge to compose a still life photograph. And so I might go to the store and buy an assortment of goodies that I think might work, different textures, trying to keep the color palette small. It's kind of like when you have a blog, you only want 3 different fonts at the most. That's kind of the general professional rule. You don't want to go overboard with a whole bunch of different fonts because it just gives a confusing look to your blog. So it's kind of the same way I approach still life. Keep the palette minimal and have it blend, you know, have a nice neutral background. Doesn't mean you can't have a colored background. And of course, you guys, you're going to have your own taste. You know, you might be someone who just loves wild color. Well, just go for it. But what I'm trying to say is that when I compose and put a group of elements together to create a nice balanced still life, less is more. So I start off with this as my main concept, and I know I'm going to put There's going to need at least 3 of these inside of here. And then I'll make that work and photograph it, and then I'll add to it. And only just a little bit. So I'll show you what I come up with, and it's going to be fun. All right? Okay, I wanted to show you guys, how do you get this in there? Well, this is pretty flexible, and it is the ball that all of these are pin-cushioned into is not very big, so I can just gently work it in there. And there's the first one. Okay, so now I'm just gonna get this set up and let you watch while I work. For me. So, I know I want this to be at an angle instead of just, straight. So I want these to look full. It's looking all right. And I want to step back and look at it from the angle that the camera sees it. You want to get right behind your camera so you can see exactly what you're getting. And one thing I'm noticing is I want the central focus to be in this area here. Now I like this angle, this position, but it needs a little something else. I'll show you what I think I want to do. Okay, so I've got this white, what is that, a dahlia, spider dahlia, whatever it is. And that is going to be a nice contrast against that lavender. So I'm going to stick that right in the middle. I just wanted to mention, when you go to the store to buy, this is a real flower, you want to look closely at the flower. You want to really put your glasses on, get a magnifying glass, whatever, and look at the petals and the leaves. Is it a fresh flower? A lot of flowers, the stamen, I think it is, some of them, they're supposed to be bright yellow, and you can tell it's an old flower if it's starting to brown, or if some of those pieces of pollen are not there. So you need to really be careful and look and see, are the leaves bruised, the petals, are they bruised? Is some of the greenery getting brown and slimy? It's not very fresh then, and you really want to have the best quality when you photograph, depending, how close up you are. You want to make sure it's the best that you can get. And a lot of times I have to go into Photoshop and retouch because I can't find what I want when I want it. And that gives it a central focus. Gives it a nice central focus and a nice contrast. And it stays with my color theme. The background is a whitewashed wood, so a white flower against the purple lavender works really well. And with the gray metal chair, I like it.